What's up, YouTube family? Welcome to my first series, Mental Health Monday. Consider this your series on a weekly dose of not only empowerment, but also encouragement to start your week. With this series, I want to start off with a quote. And today's quote that I have is, "Courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid. Courage means you don't let fear stop you." I'm going to put that on screen. This is by Bethany Hamilton. It's a great quote that could encourage you, just to allow you to start your week, as it tells us that courage does not mean that you're not going to be afraid, but it just means that you're not going to let fear stop you from doing what you need to do. Today, I want to discuss something that came to my mind last week that a lot of us go through, and that's basically being paralyzed by fear and anxiety and how it affects us on our day-to-day life. How it affects us with our goals, how it affects us throughout our life, and just our aspirations, our dreams, and what we want to accomplish. We do know that fear and anxiety are the invisible chains that hold us back from a lot of things. Whether it's fear of judgment, whether it's fear of the unknown, or whether it's the fear of failure. Fear keeps us back from accomplishing our full purpose in life and what we are destined to do. Fear mixed with anxiety being the what if. Before you even try, it becomes the mental gymnastics, as I like to call it, of what ifs. What if it goes wrong? What if it doesn't work? What if this is not what I'm supposed to do? The what ifs are so endless, and many times we become paralyzed by both the fear and anxiety of starting something new, of going down a path that is unknown, or just trying something that we've always wanted to try, only because we have the fear and the anxiety of it not working, as I stated, before we even try. I personally have had moments in my life where I have felt not only the fears, but also paralyzed by anxiety, more than the fears, because I'm always having the mental gymnastics of thinking the who, the what, where, and why, how. And 99.9% of the time, that cripples me more than fear of beginning or the fear of failure. What I've learned through not only my past experiences and just reading certain books is that fear is an emotion that is normal. Now, what you do with fear and anxiety, that is all that matters. Now, fear can fuel us to go into our destination, or it could hinder us, just like anxiety. Anxiety can be something that we acknowledge while it is an emotion, but it doesn't stop us. We also can use anxiety, again, to paralyze us from being creative, from going for that job that we want, or for even accomplishing that goal that's been sitting on your calendar, like myself, for the last month or so. One may ask themselves, how do you overcome being paralyzed by fear and anxiety? And while these 4 simple steps that I use may not be the end all be all, these are 4 things that I know for sure that helps me in my daily life to acknowledge the fear and anxiety as it comes, and just basically moving on from that so it's not so paralyzing where I'm not accomplishing my goal. One of the first things that you need to do as you experience being paralyzed by fear and anxiety is acknowledging your feelings. Ignoring your feelings or not understanding them is not going to make it go away. So the sooner that you acknowledge that you're having these feelings, the better you would be, because now you'll be able to find out as to why you're having these feelings before you're able to move on to the next step. The next thing that I always try to do is take small steps. A lot of times trying to accomplish a big to-do list could give you the fear of anxiety and panic attacks. So try to minimize your list. What can you do today that will set you up for tomorrow? So if you have such a mountain high or mountain pile to-do list, try to make small victories. As I said in my prior video, small victories are way better sometimes in essence than large accomplishments. Another thing that I would add is to reframe your thought. Instead of saying the what ifs, say to yourself, when I try to think positivity on that moment, on that goal, instead of the fear of failing, the fear of looking crazy, the fear of misspeaking, or the fear of just not accomplishing everything. Just try to say, when I accomplish this, when I get this, when I move on to X and Y, and that was retraining your mind to think positive instead of being negative about the situation. The last 2, I would say, is to ground yourself Speak to someone who you share likeness with, who would be your encouragement. That also goes hand in hand with finding support for people who are going where you're going, who have done the groundwork of where you're trying to be. Try not to surround yourself with naysayers and what I call Debbie Downers, or what my little sister will call them dementors. We know from Harry Potter how they'll just suck the positive energy out of you. Try to find someone who's like-minded, someone who's willing to grow, and someone who wants to grow or see the potential of you or see that you grow. Surround yourself and ask them for support. Lean on them for support, and that would definitely help you. As I mentioned, I wanted this series to be short because I just want this to be your quick dose on a Monday of basically getting an empowerment or getting encouragement to start your week. So I'm going to leave you with this. Feel the fear and do it anyways. Your purpose and your dreams rely on you and only you. So while fear and anxiety may be paralyzing, understand that it is a feeling, it is a thought. Acknowledge it in its moment and just move on from that and try to make your small goals what you could accomplish, and we can get rid of that paralyzing fear that holds us back from our true potentials and destination. Now for your weekly dose, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As I said, this will be a series on Mondays along with our Wellness Wednesdays where I'll be doing check-ins. But as always, I'll see you at the next Mental Health Monday series.